Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A special word of welcome to all the athletes and their families that have just joined us for the inaugural Ironman 70.3 Dubai. Also, a special word of welcome to everybody that is watching the race briefing that will be looping throughout the day on Thursday. We wish you good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole point of the race briefing is to bring to your attention key information to ensure that it is a safe and fair race for everybody. You as athletes that have entered the race and are registered for the race, you are part of a partnership of safety with Ironman. Ironman does everything it can to ensure a safe and fair race for you. But when the gun goes on Friday morning, you are 100% part of that partnership. Don't think just because you're racing and the roads are closed that you can throw caution to the wind. Always be looking around you, and remember, your first objective always is to finish. Second objective, to have a big smile on your face. And third objective is hopefully the time on the clock will be exactly the time, or better, that you were looking for. Your race director, Irvin Doctor, is here. He will stick around and be here to answer your questions if you do have any at the end of the race briefing. Remember that this is a brand new event, and therefore there's a lot of stuff that we need to make you aware of. So here we go. Registration was open this morning from 9 a.m. to 5. There was also the expo that was open with all our sponsors, our mechanics, our On Shoes are there, the bike guys are there, everybody's there. High Five Nutrition, beautiful display of the Audis, etc. That's also where the Ironman merchandise store is, and that's where you register. And you can register again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And tomorrow is your last opportunity, Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., your last opportunity to register. No registration on Friday. In your registration pack, you will receive pretty much everything you need. You receive your bib number, your official event swim cap, which you must use during the training swim, and obviously you must use it on race day. You receive your 3 helmet stickers, front, left, and right, bike sticker, bag stickers for your transition bags, your 3 transition bags, your blue bike bag, red run bag, and the white streetwear bag for after the race. Your athlete wristband, which you must please keep on at all times, even well into next year, because then everybody goes, "What's that on your wrist?" And you go, "I'm an Ironman." You also have the athlete tattoos, which are optional. Once you've registered, please make sure that you complete all your details on the reverse of your race number. Please fill it in ballpoint pen, not pencil. Please fill in any of your medical details such that should we need to render assistance to you out on the course, we can immediately see that perhaps you are diabetic or you have allergies, asthma, whatever the case may be. We'll also have contact details of any significant other person you would wish us to contact on your behalf. For the relay teams, you also get a registration pack. In that, you get 2 race numbers. 1 race number for the biker to wear, pinned to the back, and 1 race number for the runner to wear, pinned to the front. The swimmer does not need a race number. Your timing chip will be your baton, which the swimmer will give to the cyclist, and in turn the cyclist to the runner. You also receive helmet stickers, bike stickers, bag stickers. Mind relay teams as well as individual athletes, you only receive your timing chip once you have checked into transition, racked your bike, and hung your transition bags. Looking at the race village built on the beautiful beach behind where you're sitting right now, you have a large transition. The relay handover from swim to bike is on the bottom ocean side of the transition. It'll be clearly marked. The swimmer will come out the water, go to that zone, take off the timing chip from around the ankle, and give it to the cyclist. Cyclist, please make sure that you put the timing chip around your left ankle, the opposite side to the drive train of your bike. You'll then run through transition to where your bicycle is racked, unrack your bike, push that to the mount line, and off you go. When you as the cyclist returns, your handover to the runner is at the top of transition, on the land side of transition. So you'll rack your bike, you'll run all the way through transition, out of transition to where the runner is standing by. The runner will be dressed and ready to go, and the runner will take the timing chip from your ankle, put it on their ankle, and off they go. Please be sure that you do not modify your race numbers or stickers in any shape or form. You need a race number for your bicycle, the bike sticker, put it around your seat post. You'll need the stickers for your helmets. Claudio? Front, left, and right. And you'll need the stickers for your transition bags. These are the only means of identifying your transition bags. You may not attach helium balloons to them. You may not put colored ribbons on them. You may not put Hello Kitty stickers on them. Nothing. Just your race numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, there are not enough colors in the rainbow for each one of you to have a different color ribbon to identify your bag. And then what happens is you run there and you're thinking blue ribbon, blue ribbon, blue ribbon. And you grab the first bag with the blue ribbon, and it's not yours. The person whose bag it is arrives off the bike, looks for their running shoes, and cannot find it. They will be grumpy. They will hunt you down. Make sure you put your wristband on immediately and keep it on at all times. The wristband is how you would have got in here. It's how you get into the practice swim. It's how you get into transition. And it's how you get into the start area on race day morning. It's how you get into the award ceremony. It's how you get into the slot allocation. And it's how you get into the beautiful after party happening on Friday night. So please keep that on at all times. Bike check-in for all individuals and relay teams. So the cyclist will go check their bike in. That is between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Thursday. And only during these times. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So you'll enter the check-in at the bottom of, at the top of transition, on the land side of transition. You'll go in, you'll rack your bicycle. When you arrive at transition, please arrive with helmet on your head, chin strap fastened. It might be a good idea to have your bib number showing as well. You need a bicycle, your bicycle please, your blue bike bag packed and ready, and your red run bag packed and ready. You do not need the white bag. You'll come into transition from the land side. The referees will make sure that all is good and that you've got everything you need. Please be sure that your bicycle is roadworthy and race ready. That is your responsibility. The brakes work, handlebar ends are plugged, seat post bolts are tightened, stem bolts are tightened, skewers are tightened. That is your responsibility. You go into the transition, the referees will have a quick look, you'll rack your bike, you'll hang your bags. Please be sure to remember exactly where your bike is racked and exactly where your bags are hanging. Make sure that your helmet that you've checked in with your bib number stays in your blue bike bag overnight on Thursday nights. You may not wear that race number under your wetsuit on the swim, but you must wear it at the back on the bike and in front of the run. So it must be in your blue bike bag, and these stay there overnight. On Friday morning, when transition opens, you do have access to your bags as well as your bike to do last-minute checks. Official swim practice, we had one this morning. We've got another one tomorrow morning between 8 and 10. We strongly recommend part of your Swim Smart initiative is that you take full advantage of this moment to do a proper swim practice. Get used to the water, feel the currents, feel the swell, and just get comfortable in your wetsuit again. You can only do it between 8 a.m. 10 a.m. and you must have the official event swim cap on, as well as your wristband. Then, ladies and gentlemen, that big day that you've been waiting for. Race day of the inaugural Ironman 70.3 Dubai. That day when every time you think about it, you get butterflies in your stomach. The day that you've been working so long for. Soon your dreams will come true. However, to make your dreams come true, please make sure you park in the right place. The designated parking is other side of the race village. We've got a big parking area there. It is open from just before 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. If you do use that designated parking, you cannot get your bike out, or your cars out, before 4 p.m. in the afternoon because the run route is between your car park and the road. So please understand, you can only get your car out after 4 p.m. Should you wish to get out earlier than that, please find alternative parking. Shuttles are not provided. Then, the warm-up area is inside the marina just to your right. inside the marina on the far right-hand side is where you can do your swim warm-up before race starts. It'll be a dry start for you, a land-based dry start, okay? So you do the warm-up area and as you face the ocean on the far right-hand side of the marina, and then you'll come back onto the land and you'll line up for your swim start. Warm-up starts from 5:30 a.m. till 6:45. On race day, whatever you do, do not forget your wetsuit, your official swim cap, your goggles, and your timing chip. Remember, left ankle, opposite side to the drivetrain on your bicycle. Don't try anything you've never done before. Don't try anything new. Wake up plenty early enough to give yourselves lots of time to get here in case there are little holdups or bottlenecks on the road, and lots of time to get ready in transition. Pumping up those tires, checking your bags, bottles on your bike, computer on your bike, etc. Transition will open at 5 a.m. in the morning. Swim warm-up starts from 5:30. Check all your gear. Just do a little walkthrough again to rememorize your route. Get into your wetsuit, do a land-based warm-up, and then a water-based warm-up. And everybody must be out of transition by 6:30, and everybody out of the water by 6:45, because at 6:50, we'll be doing a call-up of the top men and top female professional athletes for live TV on Dubai Sports Channel, as well as live online on Ironman.com to the world. You'll hand in your white streetwear bag, either to a loved one or to our volunteers, which will be available for you at the finish line. The official swim temperature, water temperature, will be announced before the race. Okay, 5:30 a.m. on Friday morning. Currently, the water temperature is hovering around 23 degrees Celsius. That means for pro athletes, very strong chance that they will not be allowed to use wetsuits. Currently, for age group amateurs, it is wetsuit legal, also referred to as wetsuit optional. There's very little chance that the water temperature will go over 24.5. So theoretically, there's a strong chance you'll be allowed to swim in your wetsuits. Okay, that'll be announced on race day morning. Remember, you may not wear your race number under your wetsuit, nothing that webs your hands. And if you're wearing a wetsuit, you may not wear full-length compression socks. You may wear the calf guards, but not the full-length compression socks. Those you would have to put in transition. The rolling start is what we now use for the swim. The whole point of a rolling start is to reduce the athlete density in the water, to reduce the chances of that big water polo match or that washing machine effect. Essentially, what will happen with the rolling start, you will start with people of like ability. So in the start chute, we will have volunteers holding up boards with times under 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and 60 plus. Okay, bear in mind you've got 1 hour and 10 for this swim. So they'll be holding these boards for you. Please line up according to your honest appraisal of your expected swim time for 1,900 meters. Your time will start when your timing chip goes over the start mat just before you enter the water. So your 1 hour 10 starts as you go down the ramp into the water. Do not think, if you're a 65-minute swimmer, that if you stand in front, you've got an extra 15 minutes. What you have is 15 minutes of 1,000 people swimming over you. Okay? It's net chip time. Be honest with yourself and line up accordingly. Trust me, it works like a dream. The only time you're allowed to draft in an Ironman is in the swim. You'll be in the water with people who swim the same speed that you swim, and it'll just be this long line of athletes along the swim course. Now, please listen carefully. There has been a change to the swim course due to the anticipated weather conditions on Friday, and due to the current. We've decided that the original published swim course would not be safe. And please understand, we do this because Ironman is about safe. We want to make sure everybody has a great opportunity to finish the swim, finish the bike, and finish the run. And we've deemed that the swim course as it was originally advertised will not work in the expected weather conditions. So we have 3 different scenarios I'd like to talk you through. Listen up carefully. Do not panic about it. I'm going to talk to you about them now, And then on Friday morning, we will announce whichever scenario it will be. But we want you to have a swim. So the original swim course is not happening. This is the new swim course. You will swim out of the marina. You will swim out of the harbor and then down to the beach. It's what we call an Australian exit. You'll come onto the beach over a timing mat, make your way back into the water, and around the buoys, keeping the buoys on your right shoulder, swimming your way to the swim exit towards transition. 1,900 meters with a short run on the beach. That's the desired option that we're hoping the weather gods will be kind to us, and that's what we'll be doing on Friday. We do, however, have another option because the weather forecast is suggesting winds of 40 to 50 kilometers an hour onshore with a bit of a current. So the new option, especially for the runners, is a great option. You will swim out of the marina through the mouth, right turn to the beach. You'll run 7.39 kilometers. No, I'm kidding. It's a little bit more than 300 meters, okay? You're going to hit the beach. You run at 300 meters. You're going to come back to where you started, into the water, and you're going to swim another loop, okay? And then you're going to run down the beach to transition. Now, trust me, if you're thinking, oh, my goodness, that is hectic, spare a thought for everybody who does Ironman Wales. It's an 1,100-meter run up a cliff and through the town to transition. You just have to do a couple hundred meters, okay? This is to ensure your safety and that we can swim. This is, after all, a triathlon. The final scenario, instead of doing 2 loops, is that it'll be a 1-loop swim, okay? You'll just do the 1 loop, and then you'll run to transition. So the advertised swim is not happening. The new swim has got an Australian exit where you'll do 2 big horseshoe-shaped swims on your way towards transition. The next option is the 2 loops, and the final option is we'll do 1 loop. Please, ladies and gentlemen, understand these decisions have not been taken lightly, and they have been taken for your health and safety. Once you've exited the water, you'll run your way through to the transition area, grab your blue bag with your race number on it. You'll run into the change tent. Please remember, in Ironman racing, the first rule of thumb is all and any changing must happen in the change tent. Make sure also that your helmet is always first on and last off. Once you've got changed, you put your wet gear, wetsuit, goggles, swim cap, into your blue bag. As you exit the change tent, there's a drop zone. Leave your blue bag there. The volunteers will re-hang it for you. Helmet on, chin strap fastened, run to your bicycle. Not that beautiful 10,000 euro bicycle parked next to you, okay? Your bicycle, unrack it and push it to the mountain line. And then you're onto this most magnificent of bike courses. Tar, so smooth, you almost think you don't need to pedal. You'll be heading out through the beautiful sights of the city and then into the deserts. Absolutely magnificent, flat and fast course, depending, of course, on the direction of the wind. But the potential is the wind will blow steady in one direction. It'll be possibly against you one way, but with you the other way. So a beautiful bike course, 90 kilometers, only 220 meters of elevation. You have 1 hour 10 for the swim, 5 hours and 30 minutes to swim and bike. And we have 2 intermediate cutoffs. You need to have been through the 49-kilometer mark by 11:15 a.m. And you need to have been through the 68-kilometer mark by 12 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing down one of the world's greatest cities for this bike. Therefore, we have to have those cutoffs. We have 4 aid stations on the bike course. Typically, there are 3 over 90 kilometers, but here in Dubai, we do everything bigger and better. There are 4 aid stations. The way the aid stations work is it's always liquids, energy gels, bars, and foods, and then liquids again. As you enter the aid station zone, the first 50 meters are a discard zone. Throw away empty bottles, wrappers, or whatever. Grab fresh from the volunteers. Say, shukran, thank you very much. Refill. As you exit the aid station, throw away your used stuff again. We've got water, high five. The water and the high five are in bike-specific sports bottles. We've got high five gels, high five bars. We've got bananas, which are typically cut in half. Then it's high five again, and then it's water. I also need to advise you, you may not, firstly, public nudity is never allowed in a race. Littering is not allowed in a race. It's a DQ. Relieving yourself in public is doing both. So it's a double DQ. Every aid station has got toilets. Please use those. Now to talk you through the rules and regulations. We have cutoffs and we have strong safety measures to keep it a level playing field for all, to keep it fair. And that's what the rules are also for, so that everybody has an equal opportunity to perform at their best. I'm going to talk you through the key rules, but remember, it is your responsibility as a registered athlete to know the rules already, and they're available online. The first thing I'd like to talk you through is just use common sense. You are now in the field of play. Think common sense, think good sportsmanship, and think fair play. In Ironman, we do not allow drafting. The draft zone for amateur athletes is 10 meters. 10 meters from the front wheel of the bicycle in front of you to your front wheel. So theoretically, we're all going to be driving along single file on the right-hand side of the road. The minute you enter the draft zone, even remotely enter the draft zone, you will move out approximately 1.5 meters and start your overtaking maneuver. You have 20 seconds to move alongside the athlete that you are overtaking. Once you are alongside that athlete must make immediate rearward progress. Please understand, once you start the pass, you must complete the pass. If you do not do so, you are deemed to be drafting. To the athlete being overtaken, once the athlete moves alongside you, you must move backwards. If you do not drop backwards, you will be deemed to be drafting. And in those scenarios, either or get the blue card, which is a 5-minute drafting penalty. Never more than 2 athletes side by side, and the only time we have 2 athletes side by side is during an overtaking maneuver. Don't ride on the left, that constitutes blocking. Riding side by side constitutes blocking. That is a yellow card, which is a stop and go. It is your responsibility to know what card you are shown. Typically what happens is the referee blows a whistle and shows you a card. Look to the referee, or in this case it'll be on your left, acknowledge the referee. You'll then go to the the penalty tent just before transition, tell the referees there, I got a blue card, you'll sign in and you'll stand there with a stopwatch for 5 minutes. Tick, tock, tick, tock, as everybody rides past you. Okay, 5 minutes. You can't burp. You can't eat, you can't drink, you can't stretch, you can't fix your bike. You have to just stand there. Okay? That's what a penalty is all about. Remember, no littering is allowed. You may only discard on the bike and on the run in the aid station zones, 50 meters before, 50 after. Please do not relieve yourself in public. Use all the toilets available at all the aid stations. You may not receive outside assistance. You may not use any technology other than the watch on your wrist and your bike computer. No Strava, no GoPro, no MP3 players, none of that is allowed. No coaching, no pacing, none of that is allowed. We have 3 cards. Yellow is a minor infringement. Blue is 5 minutes for drafting, and red means your day is over. We work on a 3 strikes and you're out principle. So any 3 yellow or blue in any combination is a DQ. Red is immediate disqualification. So you'll tell the referee what card you were shown when you get to the penalty tent just before transition. If you do not go to the penalty box, you will be disqualified. The referee decision is final. However, should you wish to lodge a protest about something, you need to use the official protest form available at the info point inside the Ironman village at the expo. It'll cost you 200 dirhams. You have to contact the chief referee between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Friday race day. Now you're done with the bike. So 2 out of 3 done. Bike finished. A great swim just before that. It's time for a little jog to the magic carpet, the finish line of the Ironman 70.3 Dubai. So you'll get off your bike at the dismount line. You can just slip your feet out of your shoes if you're used to doing that. Otherwise, unclip completely. Run your bike to your racking position and rack it. Then go to your red run bag and make your way towards the transition tent. Remember, any and all changing in the transition tent. Remember, helmet is always first on, last off. So in the tent, helmet off, stick that in your red bag once you've emptied all your running gear out. Running shoes on, visors on, have a gel, whatever the case may be. Pack your gear in the red bag. As you leave the tent, leave it in the drop zone, and you start your 21.1 kilometer half marathon run. You'll be doing 3 loops on the dedicated run track, 21.1 kilometers flat as a pancake. You have 8 hours and 30 minutes to swim, to bike, and to run, as well as the intermediate cutoffs in between. And that's from your net start time. Remember, no pacing, no coaching, no outside assistance. The only technology is the watch on your wrist. No mobile phones, no GoPro cameras, no MP3 players, none of that is allowed. 1 hour 10 to complete the swim from when your timing chip goes over the start mat. 5 hours and 30 minutes to swim and bike. And 8 hours 30 minutes to do the dance down the magic carpet of the inaugural Ironman 70.3 Dubai and be one of the first people ever to get an Ironman 70.3 Dubai medal. On the run course, lots of aid stations manned by our incredible volunteers. On the topic of volunteers, ladies and gentlemen, please can we get a big round of applause for all our volunteers who are giving up their Friday to give you a great race day. Again, the water stations always have liquids, then energy bars and gels, foods, and then liquids again. Also, remember, the aid stations is where you discard. So typically, if you run off with a cup and you've gone out of the discard zone, just keep it in your hand. You're going to have to hold it for another 10, 12 minutes to the next aid station. We have water in cups, high five energy drinks in the cups, high five bars, high five gels, oranges, real Coca-Cola with sugar and caffeine, lots of salty crackers. We have Red Bull to give you wings, more high five, more water, and the toilets. We also have sponges and ice to cool yourself down. Use the sponges and ice to cool down. Use the water in the cups to drink. My recommendation, especially to the rookies, is do a brisk walk through the aid station. That way you can grab the cup, and when you drink it, it goes into your mouth, which is really handy, because then it goes into your stomach, which is pretty awesome, because then it goes into your bloodstream and into your muscles that are demanding fuel. It's a lot better than it going mostly down the front of your chest and staining your tri-suit. Please be advised that this is your day, it is your race. We know you've got your Iron family. We know you've got your Iron fans. However, their job is to encourage you from the sidelines and spectate and scream and shout. They are not allowed down the finish line with you. One of the joys and amazing things of an Ironman finish line is that it is narrow and it is intimate, but it can get really, really busy at an Ironman 70.3. It is exclusively the zone for somebody who's got a timing chip around their ankle, a race number pointing to the front, a sweaty tri-suit on, and a big stupid grin of, yeah, baby, I did it on their face. This is your Ironman 70.3. You come down it alone. Once you've gone down the magic carpet and under the gantry, you get your Ironman 70.3 Dubai medal. Then you make your way to the post-race area where you get massages, showers, lots of food, lots of drinks, as well as the finisher t-shirt. Please be advised that you can only check out your bike and your transition bags once the final athlete is off the bike course. Make sure you take your bike and your transition bags, and everything must be out by 5 p.m. Our timing team will collect your timing chips from you when you cross the finish line. Then, on Friday evening, we all come back here to celebrate making history, to celebrate the first people to be the first people ever to race an Ironman 70.3 in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. Huge party we'll have here. We bring up the top 3 women and the top 3 men in every single age group. And we also bring up our top professional women and our top professional men. And we celebrate everybody's amazing achievement. After we've done the award ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move into the slot allocation for the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. It's happening in the Sunshine Coast of Australia on the 4th of September. We have 30 slots. And even if you did not win your age group, even if you came 10th, 20th, whatever the case may be, we strongly recommend you come to the World Championship slot allocation. because often the slots roll down. And this is your opportunity to race a world championship. Your opportunity to go to Australia. What a wonderful excuse to go to Australia. Approximately 8:15 p.m., immediately after the award ceremony, we will commence with the slot allocation. You need to be personally present, you need photo ID, and you need a Visa or a Master credit card. The cost will be 465 Australian dollars. The team from Finisher Picks have flown in from all around the world to capture your amazing achievements in the water, on the bike, on the run, and down the finish line. Make sure you check them out. You'll get an email link to download your photo packs. And then, ladies and gentlemen, when all is said and done, just over there at the end of the pier is where we'll be having a wonderful after party celebrating making history here in Dubai. For anybody who has questions, you're welcome to move to the front, and we're going to get, where is Erwin Doctor? He'll be coming up to take any of your questions. For the rest, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for an athlete with race number 737. Apparently you picked up the wrong registration pack. I think it's Ali, athlete number 737. Tomorrow morning, please go to registration. You have the wrong pack. All we need to do now is say thank you for choosing the Ironman 70.3 Dubai. And ladies and gentlemen, good luck to make your anything possible. Thank you very much. Good luck. Good night.
Welcome to B Sport Bike Shop. We're the official bike sponsor for the Ironman 70.3 for Dubai. I am Noel. Welcome to our store. This is B Sport. As you can see, we'll be taking care of all the athletes. So any problems you have with your bikes, we'll be at the Race Expo as well. You're more than welcome to pop in our store as well. It's not too far from the Expo area, where we can also have our mechanics take care of you as your bikes. If you can't assemble it yourself, we have guys that's more than willing to do it for you. And a technical tip for the guys who's doing it themselves: make sure that you torque all your bolts correctly and install your pedals, and check all the wheels that are installed properly. For those who forgot shoes, pedals and things like that, we have some things that will be on sale there, so we can provide and help you with things that you forgot. But I'm sure that you have packed everything in part of preparation for the event. Good luck for the race, guys. Everything of the best, and we'll be sure to cheer you on, and welcome to Dubai.